Welcome back. Now, a devastating new United Nations report says the COVID-19 pandemic could result in a plunge of 60% to 80% this year in world tourism. The latest World Tourism Barometer report, published by the Madrid-based UN World Tourism Organization, presents key areas of intervention and also says tourism can play a role in helping developing economies recover. I want to take you live now to Madrid. Joining us is Zurab Polol-Ishkavili, who is the Secretary General of the organization. Welcome, Mr. Secretary General, and thank you for joining us. 100% of global destinations, you report, continue to have restrictions on travel in place. 72% completely closing their borders. I've just mentioned tourism could decline by between 60 and 80% in 2020. This is a devastating picture, is it not?
Yeah. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be your guest. First of all, as you mentioned, 100% of countries, they're locked. But the good news is that step by step, and we see from here, from Spain, and Spain was mostly affected country worldwide. We have several phases. The government decided to open phases, and one of the most important phases is to open the borders. We recalled several times to think, and we are ready to issue guidelines regarding how countries can open the borders, and I'm sure that step by step it will recover and will come back to the normal situation.
If the current trends continue, though, what does this mean globally in terms of revenue loss for tourism?
We had the forecast for 3 different scenarios, which was to open borders and start. It's not only about the opening borders, it's about the international flights. The first scenario is to start at end of July, the second one is September, and the third one at the end of the year. Most realistic one, I think, it's September, because, as I mentioned, many countries, they already are ready to open and to start open the corridors. There are lots of talks, and we are coordinating, and coordination is crucial. We are talking about the loss of more than 500 trillion US dollars. It's a huge amount, and we are talking about more than 100 million jobs which are under risk. And we believe that tourism has a power to recover, and very fast we will see, and we are sure that it will recover. Regarding the international arrivals, we are calculating more or less the decrease of between 60 or 70%. As I mentioned, it depends on scenarios when borders and international travelers will start to travel.
Your biggest challenge, of course, is balancing economic necessity and opening up borders with the safety of tourists, particularly in the Northern Hemisphere as the summer starts.
Yeah, we always, starting from very beginning of the last 2 years, we focused a lot of innovation. We believe that innovation can be the part of the safety. There are lots of interesting new products. Even we announced the challenge regarding healing solutions. We have excellent projects and ideas, and that's the way we want to export and to deliver to member states, our countries, how to use these new solutions for COVID-19 and to help them to have the steps, and we call it from home to your home. It's not only about borders, it's about trips, hotels, restaurants, museums, other cultural and mega events. And so this is, everything is done. 28th of May, we are going to issue first document, which will be quite solid. Our partners, they are quite strong, and one of the biggest players in the tourism sector. From aviation, we have ICAO, from maritime part, the International Maritime Organization, CLIA, IATA, and so we are working with them during 2 months. We created the crisis committee, and they are very active partners and part of this committee, and we will support all our member states and none of our member states to start travel tomorrow.
All right, we will leave it there, Mr. Secretary General. We're out of time. Thank you very much for joining us. Zurab Polol-Ishkavili is the Secretary General of the Madrid-based UN World Tourism Organization.